Marie Martel was born in 1872 in France, a soul known from childhood for purity and deep piety. Even at her first Holy Communion, she was graced with an apparition of the Blessed Virgin. But the most extraordinary events began in 1896, when word spread that Our Lady was appearing in Tilly-sur-Seulles. As early as March 1896, word spread that the Virgin Mary was appearing to nuns and young girls in Tilly. Marie Martel decided to go and pray at the foot of the elm tree, in the field where the apparitions had taken place. From then on, every day, despite her poor health, Marie Martel made the round trip to Tilly to pray and recite the rosary. On April 25, 1896, she saw the Virgin clothed in white, roses upon her feet, standing on a crescent moon, with the words, "I am the Immaculate Conception," shining before her. On July 16, 1896, the feast of Our Lady of Mount Carmel, Marie Martel heard for the first time the voice of the Blessed Virgin, who said to her, "Penance, my child, penitence. My dear children, I beg you to pray well and to do penance. It is through prayer and penance that you will appease the vengeance of heaven." Witnesses saw a radiant light reflected in Marie's eyes during her ecstasies, the luminous Virgin with rays streaming from her hands. This very picture shows the visionary Marie Martel during one of her ecstasies. It appears to show the Blessed Mother appearing in a great radiant light. My children, pray, for great evils will befall you. War will soon break out on all sides. A schism is forming against the Church. On Thursday, January 14, 1897, Marie Martel begged that she be led to the field. At first, she had a 10-minute ecstasy, during which she saw the child Jesus in a cloud beside the Virgin. On Wednesday, January 27, 1897, despite the horrible weather, Marie Martel went to the field, where there were 100 people. She was favored with an ecstasy, which lasted about 20 minutes. The Blessed Virgin had requested for prayers, most especially for Martinique, for it will be chastised, and many will perish. The Blessed Virgin then showed Marie the catastrophe, where there were fire on the sea, which reached the ships and consumed them. This came to pass when Mount Pelée blew on May 8, 1902 and utterly destroyed the town of Saint-Pierre in Martinique. 28,000 people died within a few minutes. A second eruption then happened on May 20, 1902, which killed 2,000 rescue workers and survivors. It was a mega volcanic catastrophe that shocked France and the world and is considered the worst volcanic disaster of the 20th century. On Tuesday, May 18, 1897, Marie Martel had a strong ecstasy of 45 minutes, in which she saw Saint Joan of Arc, who at the time was not canonized a saint, dressed in armor, and holds in her right hand a sword, and in the left a white standard, in which were written in golden letter the words, "Jesus, Mary." The Blessed Virgin told Marie that Joan of Arc would reappear at the moment of great danger, and again she will come to save France. The Mother of God prepared Marie for suffering and humiliation, but reminded her that heaven's warnings were truth. God had delayed punishment in mercy, yet blasphemy and indifference continued. Penance and conversion, justice would fall. In October of 1897, Marie Martel had a vision of a banner held by two angels bearing the inscription, "Joyful mysteries, sorrowful mysteries, glorious mysteries." The Virgin Mary showed Marie Martel, who was unaware of them, the entire list of the mysteries of the Rosary. Throughout October, the month of the Rosary, the Virgin Mary held a scroll containing the mysteries, which unfolded as she prayed the decades with Marie Martel. In June of 1901, the Sacred Heart of Jesus appears to Marie and requested at least an hour of reparation on Fridays. "My child, from this day, I take you to be near my people, my intermediary, to ask each of my children to come. Every Friday of the year, spend an hour with the Divine Tabernacles, that is to say, an hour of worship, to repair all the outrages of which my heart is showered every day from my own children." Then in 1901, the Sacred Heart of Jesus appeared with a plea for reparation. our Lord spoke with sorrow about the state of souls. He lamented that many profane His holy day, the day He reserved for Himself. Some blaspheme His name. Worse still, many approach His holy altar unworthily, receiving His sacred body and precious blood in mortal sin, making Him endure in new agony. He called for prayer and reparation for these souls, pleading that His Holy Mother be implored for their conversion. Then He gave a mission: begin with the poor and spread the call to an hour of adoration. There would be trials, misunderstandings, even ridicule, but He urged courage. Slander must be crushed underfoot, because what comes from heaven always meets resistance. Above all, He asked that souls come, especially on the first Friday, well prepared to receive Him worthily and to make reparation for the outrages committed against Him. For divine justice is held back, but it will not wait forever. Marie Martel received more than 300 visions and numerous prophetic messages. During several ecstasies, the Virgin Mary showed Marie Martel a magnificent basilica. Despite having no drawing skills, the young woman produced a very precise drawing of the building. The apparitions ended in August of 1899, and the visionary Marie Martel died on October the 24th, 1913. The original chapel at Tilly was destroyed during the bombings of 1944 and rebuilt in May of 1953. The modest chapel is today known as the Chapel of the Most Holy Rosary.